justify it. I like the hotel in John Wick. I mean, I just like John Wick as a series. It's very fun. All right. Prove my authority to Titus. Okay, so I have to be a cop, I guess. Gotta get those people to sign that document for Everett, that animal. I would like to find a way into that building. Is today Monday? No, today's not Monday. All of that's gonna be done tomorrow. I think today's Sunday, is it not? I mean, I really don't want to talk to Kuno. It's a real piece of work, this kid. Maybe let's head north a bit again. We'll see. Oh, what was I thinking to myself here? The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Okay. Helmdahl and the Wild Fire. Sounds very arousing. Indeed. I really messed things up with this lady.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
All the pressure has made Annette really anxious. You know, she's been chewing her nails. I don't think she can do anything about it. She can if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks. Listen, lady. Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You're placing an unnecessary burden on a young child. That's right, Kim. Don't be mean to this young child. What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I usually don't know anything. She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. She's looking for one, but there simply aren't any good arguments for being an asshole. Oh no. All of a sudden she exhales sharply, her shoulders slump down. Oh no, she mutters. Hold on, I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. What? That's quite a 180. There, she returns with a nod. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress. She stops, but her mouth keeps moving. Is this husband Annette's father? Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're currently running up here, she says gloomily. No matter, soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne. Wait, Grand Couronne, what's that? It's a proper place to live, one of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Afraid I don't. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. Her smile is wide. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure. And your husband's also involved with the bookstore? He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner. Super silent, almost inaudibly so. Is she an only child? Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... She pauses for a second. No. We couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy. Hear you, sister. A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior. Of course, yes. this economy. She told me she doesn't go to school anymore. Placence nods. She's been too busy helping me here, so she's studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off. Mm-hmm. And hell freezes over? Never mind. It's not a good topic to get into. The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette. A book about cockatoos. There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies. Okay. Why did I want a book on cockatoos? My mind isn't what it used to be, you see. That hair poster. What hair poster? Crime novels. I like reading. Everyone knows the most interesting thing about fascists was their magic. Well, of course. Look through the display of books. It's all just vapid egoism. High-Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Uro and Alfie Delatraz. I don't want to buy this book. This lady's like a bit of a slave driver. Let's get the map of Revachol. Where's the damn cockatoo book? Paranormal books. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. Interesting. Various paranatural books still litter the shelf. With the cockatoo books, though. A guide to a well-behaved cockatoo. Yes. I have a pretty good chance to steal this. I made her angry, so I get a -1. I'll buy it. For Annette. It's for her well-being. I'm gonna go say hello to her now. Or just stand on top of her, that's fine also.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
Why? You just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter. What are you doing now? Math. She looks into her notebook with trepidation. It's really difficult, like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Hey, Wands, how are you, my friend? Suddenly she smiles and perks up, remembering something. Oh, I found something while you were away. What is it? Dick Mullen's hat. I thought this would fit you. She gives you a hat, almost exactly like the one Dick Mullen wears on the covers. Like a thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does. Wait, where did you get it? Just what Dick Mullen would ask. She lowers her voice. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there. A detective hat? Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. She grins. You'll look way more serious with that. That's great. Thank you, wands. I have another one in process of being accepted, but this first one took like almost 3 weeks, so I don't know how long the second one's gonna be, but I'm very excited for it. Suddenly, she looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mom notices. Man, this is hard. Okay. I want to help her with her homework. Oh, hell yeah. Jacket suggestion. This is a good look for me.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Wait, that damaged my chances. No. So what affects that then? Suggestion. Let's try the conversation again. Oh. I can't level anything up anyways.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Come on, please. Medium failure, damn it. Hi, Ace Detective. I'm gonna change my outfit back to this one. There we go. Cool. Let's go back into this room. I want to see what's behind this door, damn it. It's the last thing I do. Pain threshold. Don't know that I'll be doing that. The working class woman said that you're a bit of a cockatoo. What if it's true? Go read up on cockatoos in the bookstore. Maybe you'll discover something new about yourself as well. Okay, so I'll just like sit on a bench and read then or something. Sit. Oh. What? Kitsuragi's gonna leave me? I want to interact with this. From Mazrik, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo. A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Semenine Islands and in southern Face-à-la-Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues. Not quite right. Almost wands. Once I've had a couple drinks, it kind of looks like that. That's perfect. Okay, what more? This book talks about the delicate nature of twos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang-bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated. Alright, what problems do these birds have? Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up. I could handle that. It would be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling lonely. Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as reoccurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive. Right, that's pretty bad. Anything else? It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own. Yes, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well. You're right, cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun. Often as loud as up to 135 decibels. Wowee. Ouch, that must hurt. Not great for the neighbors. Performing? Yes, birdie. I want to read about these funeral cockatoos. This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus funereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it. Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle, its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. It must be glorious to behold, dark pink and snow white. Oh, that sounds really nice. Yeah, exactly, Wands. You got it. Painting a rather colorful picture there. Not inaccurate, just colorful. Despite its bangin' name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species. Common in almost all Seminoese forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world, its plumage is mainly gray and white. The Seminoese name bang-bang is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins. Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me. Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you? But what if I am just a fuck-up-a-two? A fuck-up and a cockatoo? You know, honestly, I think that I'm the funeral cockatoo. You're right. You're Psittacus funereus embodied. This ominous bird belongs on your heraldry. Heck yeah. I knew it. Okay, my active tasks. I like to find, speed, and sniff it. I don't really know how I'm going to prove my authority to him. I guess I just have to keep doing detective work while wandering around. With tons of purpose. I'm going to talk to this lady. Actually, no, that's not where I want to be going. I want to go... Why is Kuno gonna have a heart attack? Does this person have anything new to say now that that girl's gone? You were right that I'm a cockatoo. Excuse me? I went and read up on them, just like you said, and I even decided on what kind of cockatoo I am. Want to know? I don't know. The most talkative one? She's ready to put that question aside. No, I'm the funeral cockatoo. The what now? The funeral cockatoo. It's the most depressing one. The woman looks baffled by your personal revelation. You truly are one strange cop, aren't you? She says, slowly shaking her head. Well, that was satisfying. That was a nice way to connect with someone. definitely worth it. Didn't hurt me at all to share myself like that with someone. Do that again sometime for sure. Can I talk to her from this side? I think I've tried this before.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently she doesn't like people standing behind her back. Logic error. She's not sleeping right now.
He's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out?
Are you sleeping right now? Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever, she hisses. Pretty clever. What's this? What's this bag? Someone drew a dick on that door. A stone like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. Turn it over. Hell yeah! This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. The building has hundreds of apartments. How are we going to find the right one? I'll take it. Yes! This is a big deal, my friends. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. Oh, it damages my authority. I like them, though. They're kind of fun. I was taking away from my drama anyways. I love my drama. Cigarette butts? I'll take that, Rial. Absolutely. Heck yeah. No, key doesn't work. Rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Well, good for them. Door to be remembered. Voices from within, singing along to some buoyant dance track. Okay. Well, that's all up here then. What time is it? 4:08? Okay. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. Loud rumbling snore. Ooh! Found the apartment. This is the most depressing thing I've ever seen. Actual moss. Ew, this place is gross. Magnesium and some alcohol. This guy knows how to party. Money in the shoes. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says 11. Examine the padlock. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackles are deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. Won't get far otherwise. No reply. Okay, this is good. Let's equip those chain cutters. Medium success. The shackle snaps like a twig and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now. After you, detective. I'm actually gonna equip my flashlight. This place is creepy. Oh. A flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography. Lithography, I should say. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of a capital and such. A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Krasmazov. Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and theoretical historian. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the turn-of-the-century revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism. The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. He looks around before mumbling to himself. How fitting. Okay. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. Boy, don't they? A bullet. Oh, damn. Sarah lounge jacket. Oh, sounds very fancy. I want to be wearing a lounge jacket. Hell yeah. This looks ridiculous on me. Oh well. Holy crimoly, there's a lot of money in there. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. Sounded like a woman. A woman's shoes. This is the police. Open up. Do I have to open the door? You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge. Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant. Let's go, the lieutenant says. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment. It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Can't fault that logic. What's that grandma? She didn't freaking let us in. An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Yeah, I imagine it wouldn't. It's pretty terrible. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
Fine. Don't you worry about me.
Oh.
Now, what you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence. I'm no one, just an old woman who cleans these hallways. Do you live here? If you can call it living. She spits on the floor before wiping it off with a broom. I have a little room upstairs, right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet, but I don't complain. No. She juts out her chin, eyes shining. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company, and that's all I need from this world. She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty. I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s. Dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony. Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right? She looks at the other end of the hallway. Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower. What's he in trouble for? No trouble, I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives? Talk, the cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath. What was so funny about that? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there, she points east. He's usually home in the evening. Thank you, he turns to you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony, see if he's home. Impossible, the cleaning lady says, shaking her head. I would know if someone had moved in there, she pauses, eyeing the hallway. Maybe it's those counterculture people again? Breaking into our house like it's a public space? You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you? Who lives behind the padlocked door? Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. Suddenly the old lady's face is beaming. Oh, she has a crush, for sure. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall. What can you tell me about Cindy? The artist, she scoffs. Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still. She leans on her broom. She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others. Okay. Yeah, it was a good conversation. Firing squad for the rich. Damn, okay. I like the way the flashlight works in this game. It's fun. What's this? Book 16 Days in Coldest April. An old grocery list on the table and checks. What happened here? You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall. This looks so sad. It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here. Except the stuff in the fridge. Indeed. Magnesium-based life form, advanced race theory. I want that inexplicable feminist agenda. Sounds pretty good. Okay. What do we want to put up? Volition. This kind of sounds good. Boost authority, maybe? Yeah, let's boost our authority. Heck yeah. Good for us. Okay, well, let's go investigate that. Well, let's more thoroughly investigate this place. Just make sure we've gotten to all the corners. Because maybe then by the time we head back over to the other side, it'll be later in the evening and that guy will be in his apartment.
The piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves, but here you are.
That's right, we've
Yeah,
evolved.
I can see that. Cool mutations.
She crosses her arms. That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint, it's heavy fuel oil. Red dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea. Is that government fuel oil? What did you think I was using? Aquarellas? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself, back in Jamrock. Fumes are bad for you, okay? Something to think about the next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage. I will keep walking. Oh, this is where the grandma stays. This is not an appropriate place for a grandma. Or no, this is the coal room, I guess. Ugh. Rats. Oh, hell yeah. -1 to savoir-faire. And these ones are... I mean, I don't know if this is a look, but whatever. The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something, soft yet crinkly. Take the item out. Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Sige, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in Sur La Clef into the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers. Let's see what this weird wrapper is all about. Interact. A crinkled chewing gum wrapper. The worn label reads Tutti Frutti. It smells faintly of apricots with a barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon. You feel compelled to point out that there's nothing fruity about cinnamon. It's a spice derived from tree bark. Cinnamon's not a fruit. Can a used wrapper shrug? It seems like that's what the wrapper is doing somehow. This is not about flowers or bark. What is this about? Why are you looking at this wrapper? Why do I even care about this? Good question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the inside of the wrapper, yet you're drawn to it. Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with the Tutti Frutti wrapper. Throw it away, please. I'll hang on to it just in case. You carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket, lovingly even, despite of the strange feeling of regret. What is this envelope? Oh, right, those are those documents. Right. Who are you? Well, this is no time for reading. That's where I found the jeans, right? Okay. Out we go. The lock is rusty. You can't get in. Chair is new. Someone lives back there. Ooh. Lots of money to be found around here. Well, this was a relatively short visit. It's okay though. Oh, what? Oh, I thought I could like get out on here. Look at me when I'm talking to you. What? What are you even talking about? Postcard, Boogie Street, 46. This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here? Excuse me? Of course not. You have plenty of reason to enter. Are you cooking morphine in there? Holy sh... That's impressive, Mint. How did you do that? I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in. Oh, come on. There's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked. Well, that was easy. That was smart, the lieutenant says, nodding toward the unlocked door. Yay! Kim thinks I'm smart. I mean, I don't know if that's fully correct, but... Where did you do your shopping, Mint? Who is this lady? Ooh. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. I have no idea what that means. Oh, this lady seems like a psycho. Look at her face. It's a psycho face. Psycho. Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see? She jingles a set of keys in her hand. Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least. Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too? She fumbles through her purse, fishing out a light paper-clad passport. I don't need your ID, I just need to ask you some questions. Very well, but please make it quick. She slips the passport back to her purse and checks her watch. I need to be back in La Delta in an hour. 4 Instant Pot accessories for my mom, 2 packs of cookies, 1 6-pack mixer for my a-hole stepdad. All at my job. Way too prepared. I know, right? Cookies for my Gma. Aw, that's so nice. Cookies make a great gift. Who doesn't want cookies? I want to get an Instant Pot. I have a crock pot, but it's not the same. I also have an air fryer. But I feel like both of those things could be replaced with an Instant Pot. You know? Oh, that's perfect then. Sounds like you nailed it, Mint. What are you doing here? She sighs and looks around. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. Sounds like they knew how to have a good time. It was some kind of moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent. She stops, hesitating. A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending. Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway? Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3! We closed the apartments and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen, but Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door, and there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall, can you believe it? She spreads her hands, and then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that. She snaps her fingers. Hey, Mint, look, I did a thing. I see no thing. Wands is an artist with the emotes. So wait, what happened with the wall? Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both! She's still shaking her head, manicured hands now crossed over the chest. Okay, that's all, thank you. Of course, she replies with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. Well, then take it. Yeah, it's free medicine. Don't be ridiculous. You can hear it swarming with bugs. Ew, you can hear the bugs? Absolutely, you can quote that, Wands. What topic do you want to see in my Discord channel, Mint? Okay, so apartment 28 was the one that this fool lives in. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I'm actually not part of Wands' Discord. I should. Didn't know we had one. I have to get an invite. This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives. Ooh, I just had a breakthrough with my rigorous self-critique. Of course we're all buddy-buddy. Oh, well, there we go. We all don't know about each other's secret discords. Looks like the young man we're looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. Don't y'all go drinking with Santa's elves? Absolutely. Here it is, hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. Oh boy. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fantasy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win. And it will keep on winning until you die or overcome it. Oh. Isn't that nice? Okay, well. I have moneymaker shoes. The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet? You're right. Beautiful things do make people happy. Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world. Yeah, I've got one for pet pictures. I've got one for food. A lot of people in my chat like to talk about food that we've made and such. What else I got? I've got one for art, because I do graphic design, and I think that's basically it. Maybe I have one for games as well. Exactly, Wands. Okay, I'm in. I haven't put very much in there, although I should. I should have something to put in there at least every Sunday, because I either eat or make a fancy meal every Sunday. Yeah, how could you forget Mint? Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra liberal. They're either a gateway drug or a booster pack to get you deeper into free market ideology. Okay, well. I guess I'm into free market ideology now. I like those nice shoes, what can I say? What's happening here? Nothing for you here right now. Okay, well. Off we go then. I post my Stardew farm in most Discords, but I'm a bit of a braggart about my spatial awareness. Do you have an impressive Stardew farm, Mint? I've been wanting to pick up Stardew, but I wasn't sure if I should pick it up on PC or on Switch. Seems like the type of game that I would play on Switch. I wonder if I have enough authority now to go and impress the union workers. I'm trying my best. Let's unequip my... what the hell's this? Substance. Just a substance to ingest. I should show you. I thought it was cheap recently because of the update. I think... Isn't it on Christmas sale? I think I saw on Steam. I think it's only like 16 bucks or something, which is not bad at all. I just bought Thronebreaker today because it was on sale in the PlayStation Store. I'm very excited to play that.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Oh, I was weak when we first met. Okay. Is there any way I can see with my clothes if I can in any way? Why can't I? Oh, right. Oh, get rid of these glasses. Interfacing, composure. I haven't played either of the Mario Maker's ones. I'm currently right now, although it's like super old news now, I'm playing through Odyssey right now. Yeah, please do, Min. In art, of course, not games. Hello, Strike. How are you? What are my chances now?
Looks
Please
like the
respect
circus
me.
left town,
42.
but the
Ugh.
clowns are still here.
Please, please be nice to me. Monica's titties are big. Good
I've
for
got
her.
nothing to say to you.
Are you the
Why
hardy
are you
girl?
wasting your
I am
time?
not, she says dryly. Oh man, still, hey? Do you think you're gonna be on the mend by Christmas, Strike? I hope so. For your sake. I'm okay. Spent the weekend going to some parties and watching The Witcher on Netflix, which was, I quite enjoyed. It was a very fun time. And now here I am. Yeah, that's good that, yeah, you gotta get those sleep hours in to get better. You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model. Glenn, what does this have to even do with anything? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney. He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International. Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school. So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuck what. That's true. No, Glenn, they aren't. Her tone is cold and uninvolved. This didn't change her opinion of you. Damn it, I tried to be on her side. It's not her. She's not a hardy girl. Definitely. Huh. Watching even. Yes, absolutely. I did binge it. Are you interested in that at all, Strike? Did you play The Witcher? I can't talk to any of these fools. Okay.
Looks like the circus left town,
42.
but the clowns are still here.
Discussed 8th Hardy. Is there anything to discuss with this guy? Probably not really.
Can I help you?
Nope. This guy got anything to say? Sure. All about money. Oh, right. I remember us discussing this, Strike. That's fair. The show is based on, well, like the first season is based on the first book, so, not quite related to the game, but yeah, it was a fun time if you're at all interested.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
What? I don't have very good empathy. Wands, hurry up and add an art channel. Yeah, Wands. Pull up the radio. Did you find out more? Please connect me to Sylvie again. I'm not telling them I've lost my gun. I'm gonna find the gun myself. 'Cause nothing happened when I told them about my badge, and they just made me feel bad, so I'm literally on the Discord doing this stuff. It's probably gonna make me buy this damn game.
Officer, the mere sight of Police Martinez makes me safer already. How can I help you?
Oh shit, I didn't report back to the cleaning lady because I'm very dumb. Guess let's go do that. Maybe I'll level up. I mean, there's nothing to report, but okay, so yeah, like he is so crazy hot in that show, it's not even funny. He's so jacked. It's stupid. He's almost like not even attractive. He's so attractive. It doesn't make sense. But enough about that. I did enjoy it. The action scenes are fabulously choreographed. I was super impressed. It's also like super violent and brutal. I quite enjoyed it. He's a very good looking guy for sure. I mean, famously, yes. Yeah. I wasn't really all that into him when he was like Superman or anything, but I liked him in Mission Impossible Fallout. I thought he was very good. I heard he dehydrated himself for days for the tub scene. I wish I had the time, money, and inclination to do the fitness regime he did for Superman or the Immortals. Yeah, he's just insanely ripped. That isn't just a 5-pointed star, it's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers, the iconography of communism, in other words. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retain the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. Why is it upside down? To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it. What's the deal with the antlers? The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accordance with the natural world, and at the same time above it. Why white? Because white is the color of peace. What does it evoke in me? My morale, oh no. Damn. Gone. Gone is the glory of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways. You are the big communism builder now. It's you or no one. Probably no one then. But dad bod for the win. Excuse. I remember I saw a headline, it was so stupid, a while back about Jason Momoa. He was like at a pool and people were like shaming him for having a dad bod, but he was still like the most jacked dude. He just wasn't like insanely ripped. People are dumb, man. I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up for the room for new tenants. I see. She takes out her handkerchief and wipes her nose. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Wow. Oh, I do like wizards, she agrees wholeheartedly, and people like that in general. They have a lot to tell us about our fates. She means clairvoyance. Oakley dokley. People are. Yeah, exactly. We all know how they're all dumb. This is gonna dump me out on the other side of the street, right? My daughter and I almost got run over in a parking lot yesterday. The driver only stopped reversing when I kicked the side panel in his car in after pulling her out of the way. Oh my god. That's horrifying. You know what? My friend legitimately, I think on Friday, got hit by a car and had to go to the hospital. You have to be careful, man, because I mean, even when you have like the right of way and stuff like that, people are just dumb. It's nothing to joke about. I'll check it out right now, Mint. Let's have a look. A wild wand's appeared. Hell yeah. Oh wow, you like map it out. This is no joke. Is that cabbage that you grow, Mint? Look at the size of that. Is that cauliflower? That's insane. You know, you were right to put that in the art section. That's where it belongs. Sorry, Strike. The guy got out and gave me egg, or I told him to wait there. Put kiddo in the car and walked back towards him, taking off my coat on the way. The guy got in his car and scurried away. Well, I mean, there's nothing they can really say at that point, right? Like, it's just like... When, apparently when my friend got hit by this guy, he was like... Oh my god, I'm late for work. Which, like, the audacity for someone to say something so effing stupid after hitting someone. Oh my god. I mean, it's the type of person who wouldn't be paying enough attention, you know, and would hit someone in a parking lot. Oh, I'm so thankful. I'm so glad to hear that it didn't actually happen, Strike, but that stuff, like, scares the crap out of me. Makes me so mad.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout. On the contrary, officer, she smiles. There are yet camionneurs you have not talked to, and don't look so surprised. In a time like this, it would be strange if Wild Pines didn't have eyes on the harbor. They must have someone in an overlook position near the gates. Okay. Don't tell me how to do my job. Every day, each 3x3 square of cauliflower, melons, pumpkins have a 1% chance of growing into giant crops. Only fully grown crops, though. That's wild. So, like, how much is a giant cauliflower worth compared to, like, a 3x3 harvest? Like, I get if it was dark or snow rainstorm, but it was a clear, bright day, and you've seen the sides of me. He wasn't even looking behind as he was reversing and didn't have a backup camera on his car. Yeah, that's so infuriating. When I was, probably around 16 or 17, I was in it was about this time of year. I think I was doing some Christmas shopping. I was at a Future Shop or something. I was coming out, and this teenager was driving it, and he kind of like fishtailed as he was coming through the parking lot, and he actually like smacked into my hip. Like the bumper of the car acted like a bat and like smacked into my hip. And I fell onto like the bumper and like grabbed it as I was falling down. But the car was he didn't stop. But yeah, like effed up my hip pretty bad. People are really dumb. Giant yields 15 to 20 cauliflower, but I believe the quality goes down over time. So if it were gold or silver, it might be generic if waiting. Quantity over quality. Ouch, please be safe. I haven't been hit by a car since, so I mean, that's pretty good. I'd try my best to avoid assholes. There, working class drunk. You know what this means, right? Case solved. Who's Dick Mullen now? Exactly, I am. Cracked it, all in a good day's work. Wait, what did I crack exactly? What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is. It's her husband, the missing husband. Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit. Didn't she repeatedly tell you her husband isn't missing, though? Give me champagne. I'm going in. There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman what you found right now. Okay, I mean, this can't possibly go poorly. Just stick with us assholes on here. It's especially concerning in Toronto because, although this is our problem, people just walk out into the middle of the street. Like, jaywalking is like a serious problem here. Because traffic moves so slowly in Toronto. It's not like back home where people drive down the road at 80k. You're only ever going like maximum 20 here because of like the bumper to bumper congestion. So people just like walk out in between the cars. It like really stresses me when I'm taking like Ubers and stuff, and I'm just like watching the drivers because like I'm just like, oh, that person's about to step out into traffic. You can only grow certain crops in certain seasons, but giant crops never expire, so they make for nice decorations. The more I learn. This lady is gonna think I'm absolutely certifiable. What with my cockatoo nonsense and me insisting her husband is missing. My giant crop farm has 2 of each: cauliflower, melon, and pumpkins. That's so cool, man. This is making me want to play Stardew very badly. She crosses her arms. God damn it, I already told you, my husband isn't missing. But you said you didn't know where he was. And I specifically added that I didn't need to know where he was. Well, I found him nevertheless. I'm Dick Mullen. Very well then. Where is he? She's getting impatient, her hands now picking on a random book cover. Right around the corner. He has pissed himself. Excuse me? She blinks. I don't follow. I found a working-class drunk, and I thought he might be yours. Right, because working-class women come with alcoholic husbands. She glances over your shoulder towards the drunk. You know what? Remember that what. Never ever say what. Yes, yes, let the obsession flow through you. Why did you plant flowers around your honey? For the bees? Oh, that's actually super cool. Have you been playing since the new update, Mint? What? You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband, although not that one. Ha! Blam! Knew it. But you told me your husband's all right. I did, and he is. She takes a step back. He's also an alcoholic. See, you can be all right and an alcoholic. Blue jazz honey. Makes me kind of want some honey. I played a bit. The most exciting thing for me is shed upgrades. Were there any in the... Is that part of what was in this update? Trying to say that sentence properly. So is he missing as well? No, he's not. Or maybe he is. I don't know. He's probably in the park or in Jamrock or somewhere, drinking with his friends. She looks away. I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him. She has completely forgotten about her books, staring blank into the distance instead. Kim, is it just me, or do we have a missing persons case here? Don't worry, I'm going to find him, bring him back home. I wouldn't be so sure, he replies before turning to face the working-class woman. Ma'am, just to be completely clear, do you want to report it to the police? Report what? He's just out drinking with his friends. I'm sure the police have better things to do than chase down local goofballs. Not at all. The RCM is ready to chase down every goofball in town. We care about you. She sighs, but you can detect a slight hint of gratitude and relief from her face. It increases 60 kegs space to 128. Damn, Stardew always looks like one of those games you can get addicted to playing. Hype, hype, hype. Speedruns of Stardew? Like, just trying to get the community hall or whatever all done up? Oh, to complete all the challenges. Yeah, I'm scared of Stardew because, as a kid, I used to play Harvest Moon, and full-on addicted to that game. I have put so many hours into Harvest Moon. Alright, go ahead. Do you have any questions? Gotta give him all those boiled eggs. Hey, Mint. What does your husband look like? She eyes you from head to toe. Honestly, not that different from you. Like a late-stage alcoholic, then. That's one way to put it, yes. No offense. I'd also add that he's a little bit chubby. Alright, alright. It's the community hall where all those little colored ball things are? If so, that's what I mean by challenges. Like, you have to collect one of each fish, then different crops and metal bars, etc. I give every villager tree fruit. It's universally loved by everyone. I mean, who doesn't love fruit of some sort or another? That's true. What else? He's wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. The lining is hand-sewn. I made it myself. Oh, very nice. She sighs, her voice slightly quivering when she adds, "It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to change." Sounds like my kind of guy, honestly. They all love it, eh? Who cares about the cold when you have your cool jacket to wear? You can completely sympathize. I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of the same. I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it? She looks back at you, shaking her head. Well, if that jacket is really that cool, then I can totally understand. Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep warm at night. I wouldn't like him to catch cold. When did you last see him? Junimos. You can buy a Junimo hut and they pick the crops for you. Are those like little elves that help you do farm work? Yesterday morning, he went to the library. Her eyes become cold with recollection. He went to retrieve my book and he promised he'll walk straight back home. Ah, so I totally did suss out that this lady had a missing husband. I wasn't just being an annoying a-hole. Because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again, she scoffs. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with his addiction. It just makes me feel weak. Gone for around 36 hours then? Damn, this is a missing persons case. I think I got it, thanks. Thank you. You sense gratitude in her voice. Please do, even though I'm sure he will return home by himself. I'm still sure of that. I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Precinct 57 Kim Kitsuragi know? He gives her a slip of paper. Is there anything? Okay, we're good. Toodaloo. And if you put different gemstones inside the Juno hut, it changes their color. Oh, cool. I like that kind of for when you're doing like late stage in the in games like that, and then you don't have to bother yourself with the mundane activities that you don't want to. Bimkin?
Looks
I
like
always
the
laughed at the
circus
guys doing
left
races
town,
to see who
but the
could get married
clowns are
first as
still here.
well. They went for Emily. There was a song called Emily by Stephen Fretwell. It's one of the most depressing songs ever. Basically, Emily is a selfish bitch. Fair. 42%. Those are not good odds. Terrible, terrible odds. Okay, so there's supposed to be someone else around here. Find working class husband.
guess.
Okay. So we're missing someone. We haven't talked to the person that we need to talk to here. Oh, can't go anywhere there.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
What is this guy's deal? I guess I will never know. Hell yeah, you want ice cream, man. Don't be silly.
Hola, Wandering Man. Oh.
C'est unpromising, race pupil.
These two are having an interesting conversation with each other. It's Christmas, go bananas. Exactly. It's like, did you even have Christmas if you don't wind up being 10 pounds heavier than you were before? Leave. Okay, so we're looking for a kind of chubby alcoholic to help out that lady. Can't do anything with that quite yet. Stuck his tongue out at you. Wands. Quit it. Don't make me come back there. Let's talk to this weirdo. Maybe he'll know.
Oh, hey, mister. I need to be back to talk with old Leah here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larisse said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back.
Okay, let's have a dumb conversation with Everard. Wait, what? That was a yum yum emote. At least he didn't stick his tongue on you. Could be worse, I guess. Okay, I will. I have to go to his page and find the invite link. Come on. Damn you. Go. Go.
Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
Nothing, eh? Everyone knows it's bully, not yummy. Yeah, Discord isn't super intuitive. This is yummy. Were you making yummy faces at his cauliflower patch wands? Oh, hell yeah. There we go. Discord, Discord. I'm doing it, you guys. Accept that invite. Ooh, gardening. Very nice. Bellissima. I mean, that sounds like probably one of the best ice creams ever, potentially? Mint chocolate Kit Kat? Are you kidding me? That's not an ice cream. What do you do with kale powder wands? The ice cream is Christmas cookie. Like gingerbread? Fascinating. I've never heard of that ice cream. Us Canadians apparently don't know how to live it up. Ew, it's very loud. Getting into the evening. And then do you just like add it into like smoothies or something once? Beautiful. I used to make a kale smoothie with like pineapple in it that was quite tasty. Don't remember what else I put in there. Maybe like apple juice or something. I honestly don't remember.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Okay. She doesn't know anything, guys. Go to a strawberry sometimes. Seasonal blackberries. Yeah, like berries of any kind always make for fantastic smoothies. Can't go wrong. One of the most popular holiday flavors is Christmas cookies made with sugar.
Looking for something,
ice cream, featuring
Coming
tiny
to
bits
tell
of
me to
chocolate
fuck off
chips,
again?
Snickerdoodles and sugar cookies. Oh, snickerdoodles are like my favorite cookie. You can tell she doesn't know anything from her accent. Exactly, Strike. Saves us the time. What's a Carter? So, he was a garbage man? So it's a kind of union. I don't like talking to that guy. He's annoying. Well, I'm no better off. Haven't sussed anything out.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul, if he's got principles.
I need to find this guy's boule ball that I tossed into the lake. Come on.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer. You're very cool.
Really? You think I'm cool?
Yeah, you got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like
true.
premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Persuade him to give you some money. I mean, I've got no shame. Hell yeah. Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember. Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police force? Oh, okay. The man stops, his face suddenly serious. But why, officer? Think of it as an investment. An investment? He raises a brow, intrigued. What kind of investment? I'm a policeman. It's an investment in good relations with the RCM. And like I'm bribing him. Let's do 10 real. Hell yeah. Lieutenant nods calmly and says, corruption. It's just like bus or seagull, a kid watching out of a window describing things going by. He doesn't like it too much, but what do you do? What do you do, Kim? I don't know. What's your stance on drugs? I'm super into drugs. That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale, or at my home, or on my person, he smiles. Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight, not in the box of sunglasses or under the speakers. That's even cooler, you investigating that and all. But he points to the goods. I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that. A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better. But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry. Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater. So you admit you're a lorry driver? No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. He stops to think. Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man. Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. He spreads his arms. So you forgot to tell me. Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity. Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor? Nothing, I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd. And what crowd is that? The drug crowd. No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd. Wasn't some drug crowd. You know who they are. Please tell me. Shush, please. He looks around, then lowers his voice. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up. Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it. It's a she, okay? He whispers. The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, he shakes his head. She's no lady. Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys? Who are these other drivers who talk? All of them? I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now. Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist? Or the other one, with the tattoos? He points north. All of them, even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Point to the pale driver. Dazed out? Strange? I don't know, maybe? If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved, I told you. He's not ruling her out. Okay. Could she be associated with the Hardy Boys? I don't know, I'm not a local. I don't know anything about that. Okay, we're cool now. You're from the apricot suzerainty, right? Oh, I just said a slur to him by accident. That's not great. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say that you're from Sea Guy. Okay, well, we've made some progress here.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash. Keep it in circulation. There's nothing in that box. I don't want it. Okay, well, I have some stuff to talk about with the lorry drivers now then, and also I'll be able to go back and talk to that woman. The
Still
Wind
here,
Pines lady.
Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Do you know the lady driver? He shifts around, suddenly uncomfortable, then looks away. I don't want to talk about that. Don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business. Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. He bites his lip. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker, and I don't know where she is. I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her, that she wouldn't be mixed up in it. It's true. We would have caught alive, but a kind heart is tricky. Bah, emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact. Who is this person? What's her name? Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why. Who is she to you? A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? What does she look like? A youngish woman? Gruff, but in a cool way? What color hair? Blue and violet, dyed. He answers reluctantly. It was violet when she got here, blue when she went. Then she may have dyed it again. When did she leave? Damn, I don't wanna... He looks you straight in the eye. Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person, I know that much. That's how it always is with you, isn't it? I mean, I am a cop, so all part of the investigation. He shakes his head. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience. It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only. Believe us, it really is. I just can't, man. I'm not naive. You said she's troubled. How? She's got the darkness in her, that young person's darkness when you think it's all over and you're looking for a way out. She shared this with you? Yes, which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not? I heard the rumors. I saw the others drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her. Did this violent life include drug trafficking? Well, he sighs. It looks like it did now, but we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know. She talked about her mind. Hold on, her mind. The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her. When she left, did she leave her lorry behind? Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out. He's right. There are other options. The race man, for one. The gray-haired woman? Maybe she knows something. Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances, and he's okay with ratting her out? Fine, I don't want to be a butcher, and I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt, too. Okay, let's go talk to the old lady. Are you the lady driver? Did you just call me a lady, Zarif? Well, aren't you a lady? The woman's malevolent cackling fills the roundabout. I'm a lady like your Gabriel Bunguero, only in dreams. So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of. I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me. Why are you scary to the people who used to know you? Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. Damn, dude. It's dark. Then who is the female driver I was told of? How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with other caminiers? Sniffing around. When I have my movies to go to? Yeah, that's fair. You got your own shit to deal with, I guess. I need to go buy a pack of smokes. Pumpkin, what are you doing? I want these Astra cigarettes. Hell yeah, there we go.
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
Oh, I suppose I haven't really curated a very good relationship with this guy. I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up. Where's the lady driver? He smirks. I don't know what you're talking about. First, you knew Silling didn't do it. He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip. He grins, a wide smile. Then why are you smirking? Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. Your cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinet. You don't run anything. The lady driver? No, the lieutenant turns to Lorryman. He means La Puta Madre. A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West. For a moment, the lorryman is silent. Then he spits on the pavement. Yeah, him. Cross your arms and nod. Then I presume you're familiar with his peonies. Yeah, he says, unsure where this is leading. They're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions. Not just the unions, he has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. He gets closer to him. Dirty fucking peonies who do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts. The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this. Say nothing. You're not peonies, he says. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were. No, of course not. We're not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. He's surprisingly good at this, not bad at all. Look at him lurching. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. He looks at him. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief. His eyes dart between you and the lieutenant. I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the lorrymen and Carter's Guild. You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there? The lieutenant points to the yard. Did his shitty little guild protect him? Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you... He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends. The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. Be careful, this man's still got some fight in him. By the looks of it, it won't be easy to break him.
Yes?
Okie dokie. So I've scared him a little bit, but I don't have the requisite skill. Y'all talking smack? Yeah.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clown...
Shut your mouth. Guess I'll go talk to the Pines lady. See if she can elaborate any further. I want to find this lorry, damn it.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout. It would give them a read on the entire corridor. No? That's it. Huh. Congratulations, Wands. That's impressive. Is that bed in the coal room yours? Ooh, not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner. She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal. It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do. It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. She looks at the paint dripping down the wall. Like me, right now, I'm doing nothing at all. Inspiration will come to her once hell is set loose on the streets. It's too calm right now. Okay. It's not super illuminating. No? Why aren't you petting the wolves? Foxeye always says you have to pet the wolves and play with them. Also, if there are no wolves available, then bears are good second. Good second option, absolutely. No, nothing in here. Okay, think. Oh, like I could acquire a copy of the map. Okay. I understand. Seven pets up close so far.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam. I mean, what's up?
I think maybe I have to force Tommy. Where is the lady driver? Here, he takes a keyring from his pocket, then looks at it before giving it to you in silence. The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex. Looks like a chain lock. Then he gives them to you. Her lorry is still here, down past the statue of Felipe. He waves towards the monument. The cabin is green. You can get in there with ease, that's all I know. When did she leave? Last Friday, he blinks. His eyes are half empty now. Anything else? Like where she is now? No, I don't know. And why did you have the keys? She left them to me because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise, he doesn't finish the sentence. If only you'd never haxed. Did. Moose satchel. Very nice. The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machines moving, he nods. If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside, something incriminating. I'm sorry I had to do this. I bet you are. Not that sorry. Hell yeah. So the green... Ah, here we go. Here we are. This green contemporane is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days. The glass on the side window is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and two steering levers. Oof. Cologne perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be. Maya! Thank you. It's my Santa hat. How are you? Do the thing. It's when my hat gets put on sideways, slumps over my head because I'm a drunk mess. I'm good. It's nice to see you. Let's admire the posters. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy with a hint of ambrette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin. Stop and wonder, what's that smell? The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably Grenade No. 5. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put a finger on whom exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Glad to have you, as always. Just gotta do more late-night streams to be able to see you, Maya. This is Type de Jaune, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death. What happened to her? She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too. Huh. Okay, let's examine the radio. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed. Why would anyone need so many radio stations? Am I a big flirt, you guys, or just a little flirt? You are a tease mint. The ghostly actresses in the rusty toolbox under the driver's seat and the oddly bulging seat covers. Check the pedals. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But an odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle. Oh. One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other, which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. The lieutenant's eyes light up behind his prescription lens. And she's always the one running the drug trade. Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could be also involved in the drug operation? This would fit what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions. Enjoy your stay. Absolutely. Maya's always welcome. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter. He writes something down into his little notebook. Are we finished with the lorry? Not quite yet. Pull the cover off the passenger seat. Voila! A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachol. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen. Bon prix, the lieutenant commends you as you shift through the treasure, well worn and folded into neat squares. 300s of thousands of communities don't even look down. The world ceases to exist. Okay, there we go. Who do you think is behind this? It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation is spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect. He's bad news. Kim removes his glasses and polishes them with a handkerchief. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved. Huh. Toolbox. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty except for a folded newspaper. Unfold the newspaper. It's an issue of Peripherique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls from its pages. Pick up the note. Looks like an article ripped from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. Lieutenant leans over your shoulder to examine the note. The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but his thought trails off. Before we return to Joyce. Okay.
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
This is the game kitten. It's called Disco Elysium, and it's like a story-based point-and-click with like a really interesting narrative element. Basically, the long and short of it is that I'm this like really shitty detective who woke up and I have retrograde amnesia, and I'm supposed to be solving this murder. And I get to just fumble my way through that as an idiot. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. This evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. This means it's well-funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed. Or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks. Oh boy, a boot. Damn it. Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads to stay hidden. This is useful info. And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later when we're done here. We do not want to get caught up in that. He stops to think. What are you thinking? I like it. I love your accent. Thank you, Maya. It's basically Fox dies mode after the night before. She has hungover amnesia and needs to figure out who she murdered. I mean, on a quiet night. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madre group is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. Oh, you guys, I forgot. With the time that it is officially Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to all of you. Bless. I hope that Santa brings everyone the gifts they were hoping for. Or at least the peace that they are seeking. Okay, debrief over. Okay, so I guess let's go talk with Wild Pines lady. Oh god. Don't use that ginger cat in here, Wands. You know how that hurts me. I want that ginger cat so bad. It's all I want for Christmas. Did anyone ask for anything interesting for Christmas that they're crossing their fingers for? Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. Exactly. I was trying to gift it. I know you were. I'm just teasing. Will just forever elude me.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout. Yes, my eyes on the harbor have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? Wait, where exactly are these eyes located? It doesn't really matter, and I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation. If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand. Of course, detectives, she says, her tone more cautious suddenly. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. With emote picker, not sure how it works out. I'm not sure either. Merry Christmas to you, Strike. She asked for a unicorn. Unicorn bed sheets is what I said. Fair. Reasonable. Y'all. It is it's very specific. Only Americans say y'all, I'm pretty sure. Very southern. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands. What was that about? A bloodbath? Yes, I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Revachol West. Since you're sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario. Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be. Tell me again, how are the lynching and the strike connected? Oh, lets me unlock your channel notes. Very true, very true. I'm not fully sure, Maya. Yeah, it's just in all of the channels now. It basically, as you watch a stream, you're awarded points, and then I can set up custom goals for certain point amounts that, like, say you have 10,000 points, I could maybe draw you a little doodle or something like that. That's basically all of it. Like, sing you happy birthday or something. She's sending me beer for my points. That's exactly right. Strike's saving up for beer. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail. Momentary lapse of faith. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer. Every worker. A member of the board, she nods. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor. Do you need a security detail? Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the union into surrendering. So what can you get for 380 points? I believe it's just temporary. I think it's like 24 hours or something like that. Although the points rack up rather quickly, I think. In an hour, if you, highlight that message. I try to be pretty good about catching messages, so. They just accumulate when you're watching a stream. You don't have to do anything for them. Although if you like click the little green box that sometimes appears, you get an extra 100 points. You're at 4.1k. Damn, Strike. Who are they exactly? Krenel, an Orangese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They reported to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment. Oh. So what happened? Pro Strike over here. Absolutely, yeah. Viewbot point catcher. The story is one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant union members to subdue him. He's taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night. What then? Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2... It's on! Greeky Barista, thank you so much for the follow. That's fantastic. I hope your night is going well. Merry Christmas. The remaining 2 Krenel contractors carry out their orders for now. For now? It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow. Damn. What is the nature of this so-called investigation? Whether to execute one, some, or all of the union militants. Shit. I have to say, this is not disco. It is very far from disco. A wave crashes against the side of her boat. My only hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, she grabs hold of the mainsail. What a beautiful heart emote. Thank you. If you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This, in turn, will force the Union to respond. The Debardieu have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1. You ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? She leans back. It's not pretty. It's a weird encyclopedia entry. These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most union workers don't have guns at all. The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes. She is silent for a moment, then concludes, as I said, a bloodbath. Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing? Many bleak scenarios have already come true. She looks at you, eyes damp from the wind. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. Hey now, hey now. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse the situation. Could you contact the company? Tell them to call them off? You said the deceased assaulted a woman? Or he didn't. She tilts her head. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it. I imagine she's talking about Kuno, that pissant. What did these teenagers by the canal say? That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinet. Odd, we haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place, and when? Kim, we so have heard about this. Last Sunday night at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him. And who was this woman? That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe. If you mean did I see him alive, yes, but I did not know him. His name was Lely. His service name, a nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if ever there was one. He was 40 or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age or gauge his facial expressions. That's good to know. Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body, he says to you, then turns back to Joyce. What else? Nationality? Accent? He was Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent. Oranese or Mezenian, maybe? His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. She nods. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once. Where are the remaining 2 mercs now? They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. She puts her foot on the guard wire for balance. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. That's bad. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes, ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved. Where are these mercenaries, though? One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates, the one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise. Cool. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers. How much time do we have? Until the execution start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the member of the lynch mob and their impatience. They don't report their progress to you? Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. There's a brief silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay. It's a matter of days, not weeks. Okay, now I can tell her about the tattoos. Of course, excuse my hesitation before. She reaches over the guard wire and takes the photo, holds it in her hand. For about half a minute, in silence. It is taken with a trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs. Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface. What do you think? Sorry, she breaks her concentration. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points, the stars. She points to one on the photo paper. I can't, but that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Like stars in the sky? Close, she nods. Port cities. This is an Orangese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century over 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels. Okay. Good to know. As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. Cool. So cool. Yeah, like there's definitely no clear wrong or right choices, Maya. So like a lot of times, especially because your character has like different skill trees and abilities and stuff, like sometimes if your intelligence or something isn't high enough to talk to someone, like you'll fail a lot of the options that you try to make. And then you have to find like other workarounds. It's pretty neat. Where is it coming from? From a distant sunset? A stage light? Flash photography? Nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit. Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together. What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullins, Salam Rocky Bye. Badass, on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights, action. Action. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on. Hell yeah. I'm gonna use my ability to unlock this bad boy. I'm definitely gonna put some kind of superstar in there. Internalize that shit. Hell yeah. It is very interesting so far. A lot of people have this as their game of the year, so I wanted to try it out. Yeah, I can't level up anymore, right? Yeah, not high enough. Okay, potentially let's go back and talk to the union workers, the Hardy Boys. It's on the way to the scab. I don't know if I want to talk to the scab though right now, because she didn't seem thrilled about that. I don't want that whole situation to boil over.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade. Like hell you have, he leans back, unruffled. There is no local drug trade. This place is clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos. We'll do that. In the meantime, he points south. Did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. He taps on his notebook, then turns to you. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grace? No, you do the honor. You've earned it. Thank you. He turns to face the man. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade, because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade. That's a mighty interesting theory, he rubs his jaw, smiling. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street. Yeah, man, theoretically, that's what you would do to get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies. Yeah, no problem, Strike. You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly, he grins. For the good of the community, of course. Yes, but that just sends everyone else to Jamrock, doesn't it? We haven't done anything, but theoretically it has to be someone's problem, so it might as well be yours. He takes a sip of his beer and smiles. What a dick. Titus, I'm amazed. Where is the same professionalism when it comes to other topics? You're doing great. I hardly have to interfere at all. I don't know, Lizzie. I guess theoretical things don't make me emotional. He turns to you. Now, was there anything else? I was sort of going to get my brewski on. Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here. The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing, she runs the thing, right? My answer is fuck off. He takes a step closer. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene. And here we go. Back to the usual, the woman sighs. I know. The little man raises his index finger excitedly. Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat, he left 2 sets of footprints. Go fuck your mom, Dennis. That's more like it, boys. She turns to you. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know? I talked to Joyce, the merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you. Yeah, he doesn't seem worried. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Krenel? Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma. There's snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down. Yes, they are forming some kind of tribunal, and they're coming for you. This is what happens if you take the law in your own hands. Other people start doing it too. Yeah, see, it's bad. It's a bad thing to do. Let them come, Blondie yells across the cafeteria. The Hardy boys are right fucking here. You heard the man. Right here, he points to the ground. We're armed, we got the whole district behind us, and Glenn is fucking crazy. Yeah, well-oiled murder machine. He punches Blondie on the shoulder. Mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons. We've got weapons of our own. He cracks open his vest to give you a glimpse of his holster. We've got Eister 50s, Zylegers, Glenn's got a knock cannon at home. Will they pierce ceramic armor? I guess we're gonna see, aren't we? Wow, language. I know, right? That was an unsure phrasing. See what? That they don't? Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor. He takes a sip of beer to bide his time, then tries to get the last word in. You haven't seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal. We're not the bees. We're men. We're socialists. Eugene. This Krenel is bad news. You know that, right? A spray of beer. So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around? Yeah, where are they now, huh? He points south. Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate. These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or a Barmy army. No, they're not. They're more uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think. Big fucking surprise, he mutters. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen? What do you mean, okay? He jerks forward a bit. Yes, my authority has raised so high. Yes, yes, yes. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. I did it. As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? Where have I seen this before? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit, and wasting time. GG. Thanks, Wands. Yes, yes, yes. I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here. Huh? You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand. He leans in. You got a problem with beer now? Not quite there yet. Push on. How do I want to handle this? I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job. Like you. Speak for yourself, buddy. He puts the beer down. I've been running this outfit for 10 years now. You should have seen the matinee before we started. It was like jam rock now. They didn't see shit, man. He turns to you. Kids getting shot. We had 3 shootings a week. Fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s. Congratulations on all of the graffito removal. He turns to Titus. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim. So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck. He picks the beer back up. Don't let him drink that. One more push, quick. Clausier Amandu. Oh, uh-oh. Shit. My morale. No, damn it. Oh no. Oh boy, I'm gonna lose my composure real bad. Medium failure. You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting, and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly. Ah, my morale again. Damn it. I don't understand what's so cool here. Nothing. He gives you a few more sideways glances. We just have a few more questions, then we'll be on our way. Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup. Small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means. Well, enough, Copper. He partied. She's been here a few months. He crosses his arms. He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten. You mean Revachol? Nah, our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter. Don't you give her any more trouble, the fat guy blurts out. She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie, he slaps his forehead. She doesn't need your help. Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it. And what was up with that partying she and Titus did? Sounded fun. Oranje is Dutch? Is that so, Maya? Does it mean anything specifically? Is it orange? You said you partied. Cool, that's cool. But what did you mean? Laugh nervously. Sex, drugs, and karaoke, right? Yes, yes, and no. He looks you straight in the eye. Got something to say about it? Fair enough. He really went out of his way to get, or to seem comfortable with his topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. You don't know her. Okay. Cool. Cool. Well, I got the information from him, so that's good.
Officer, what was that?
I think I know that woman. Yeah, that's right. I wasn't in good shape. Yeah, Dutch for the color orange. Fox Dye, the language expert. Oh, absolutely. However would I have pulled that out of the air? Very difficult to infer.
Can I help you?
Not really. Ooh, what am I gonna level up? I like being dramatic. Flex powerful muscles. Enjoy healthy organs. Must be nice. Let's level this up. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Let's go see if our friend is home then. Might be able to also see if that guy is, the smoking guy from the balcony is at his place. Maybe. Knock. Who is it? A woman's voice answers, muffled by the door. Tired, controlled. This is the police. Can we come in? Come on up. The door is open, she shouts. I'm drying my hair. Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up. I mean, I never say no to a snooping opportunity. Hotel bill. Pile of dirty clothes. What's in here? Corpse is gone. That's nice. Back. Did you need to buy that tablet? This medicine cabinet is full of wares, sheets of pills haphazardly stacked one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush in there somewhere. It's been used quite a lot. It's quite the collection in here. Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoparidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads Nacra. Nacra? This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around. Among some foreign, probably Messenian or Gottwaldian marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? It's gonna take a little know-how. A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby! That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding the little plastic container. A euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed. Got ready for bed too. Set another DVD off to rip. Just got out of bed, Maya? Very nice, very nice. Have any exciting plans for today? You know, I want to do a little bit of speed. Cool. I did a little bit of speed. Some casual speed doing. Will it make me into a super cop? It will make you into more than that, a mega cop. This is your modus operandi. This is how you've done it for years. Let's go. Wait, but Kim is here. He'll be disappointed. See, that's your problem, a lack of confidence. Speed can help you with that, and Kim can help you with everything. It's gonna be really bad for my health, isn't it? It's not ideal, no, but you need the zeal. Let's face it, you're never going to finish this case without cheating. This is the question, right, Wands? Looking for recipes, I think, for Christmas dinner. Ooh, any thoughts so far, Maya? I think I don't want to do speed. I'm not going to do it. This is so unprofessional of you. Think you can ignore this? Your moral compass telling you to sniff it? Guess again. You'll be back here soon. You'll get the chance to choose more wisely. You've passed up your chance to start using speed for now, but don't worry, the option to unlock it becomes available again in 1 hour. Oh, can't wait. Lucky. I don't want Kim to be disappointed in me, even though he saw me steal it. It's a whole nother bag of worms to open up to do it right in front of him. Bed has been hastily made. This is the place that I've always wanted to come talk to her. Thinking about salmon with sesame seeds and a forest fruit sauce? That sounds amazing, Maya. And you like grill it? Astra menthol.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other. Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and
I'm
lean.
sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. It's much nicer now.
True.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell is opened in there.
It has.
They also say it's why the cleaning lady quit.
Oh, damn it.
I am Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
It does sound good. You have to share pictures on Christoph's Discord. Portal to hell, you say? Mm-hmm.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I've ever seen in my life, and I have seen a few. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Hell yeah. The chorus of the 35 single, megaphoning the entire human race, instills you with the fuck-it-all swagger that prompts one to plow into grannies on your morning stroll. It's gotten pretty hard in the meantime, but I go on.
I can see that. I'm glad all this onward going has brought you to me.
Miss, we are investigating the murder
yeah,
of the
Maya.
man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Ah, I see.
Takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette. What could she be thinking of? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed, her eyes on the cigarette. It's like she's disappointed this wasn't about more entertaining matters. Clausier Amandou. Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds Orangese, as does her accent. Her birthmark also signal Orangese. You don't know why, but Orangese girls tend to come speckled with them. What? But Orangese girls tend to come speckled with them? Oh, birthmarks, I suppose. Are you from Orangis? Yeah, right, sir. Rudefort, Republic of Orangis. I guess you could say I am Orangis' expatriate. Hmm. How old are you? I'm 28. Twinsies! Something stupid. What's that? Orangese lit. Orangese literature. It's what I studied at the university. She raises both eyebrows. Nothing. I do nothing with it. How do you make money then? Money is very important. Show her some money. I'm not certain, Maya. Perhaps. It's not very cool, but what can you do? Could we take a look at your passport, please? I'm afraid you can't, officer. They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. Nice room you got here. Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. I'm wintering. How long have you been staying here? Made roasted Parmesan parsnips for my friend's Christmas dinner yesterday. Ooh! How did that go over? She calculates. About 4 months. I came in November. Why here? Here in the Whirling, here in Martinet, or here in Revachol? Here in Whirling. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I am very cool. Actually, it's evening, miss. Is it? Squinting, she takes a look around. The sun sets in the sea. Long shadows pass over the plaza below. Oh, yeah? Well, that's fantastic, Strike. I've been craving Swiss roll. So were you? Yeah, she draws out the word. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him. By him, she must mean the victim. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know. If they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more. She searches for the word, then shrugs. Rapeable. What? It's all very organic. Her mannerisms, her movements. If she's acting, she's quite gifted. She might be acting. It's hard to say. This is definitely about Dutch people? Well, there we go. And by they, she means the Hardy Boys. Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted? Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery, sexual assault maybe. It's clear the latter would be spicier. Titus asks you to spice things up for us? Pretty much. She cradles her coffee cup in both hands. What did happen between you and the victim? We partied. Wait, partied? Partied a little harder than that. Harder than this? Keep pointing to your face. I didn't know it was physically possible. Oh, it is. She takes a long drag. You're still alive. Master Chef over here. That's right. What did you do when you partied? We drank, sir. She takes a sip of coffee. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him. What else? Stimulants. Speed also had that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex. Were feelings involved? A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them. How did you two meet? The lieutenant's voice is quiet, calm. Downstairs, she taps on the roof with her 10-centimeter heel at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar. When was this? Must have been hard for you, point to the yard, seeing him there. Oh yes, she says bitterly. I have had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams. A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer. You called us. The RCM. Yes. Jackpot. The call reporting the hanging, that was you? Hey, Nate, how are you? Good drugs. I made it, she nods, and I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinet, they call it snitching. They sure do. Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss. If it's snitching, then why do it? Because I couldn't handle it anymore, she takes a drag, her voice thick with disgust. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him. The voice was disguised, he asks, clearly wishing to distract her from the images. Did you? I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. Good, just about to go to bed. One more day of work. Ah, and then you're off? How long do you get to be off for, Nate? Hopefully a decent little stretch. Enjoy the holidays. I'm actually just going to run and grab myself a Coke. I'll be back in just 30 seconds. Hang on, guys. Just a couple of days, Nate? Gonna do any visiting with family or anything like that? Nicked it how? With nail clippers, and I diverted some radio fuzz into it, into the cold wire. So that's why the phone is out of order. She tampered with the whirling landline. Fair enough. Some time off is always good anyways. Never turn that down, right? Ugh, why is my face so itchy? Allergies. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I'm going to my friend's house for Christmas dinner. None of my family is nearby for Christmas. And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs. Did I? She looks into her coffee. Fuck, I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing. Yay, my morale. The jigsaw is falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever, crossing the lines like that. Seems like you had some idea. That was nifty. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's like my family away from family. Yeah, thank you so much, Nate. Thanks for stopping in. Why go through all the trouble? I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires. We're not entirely convinced about that answer, but okay. Let it slide. Pushing won't help here. Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do. Night, Nate. What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age? I'm sorry, I can't do it, she puffs on her cigarette. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him, like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair. Another puff, more nervous. What did they hang him for, if not rape? He had something to do with a strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing, she thinks, but you probably know all about it. And his role in this strike was... what? I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean, but I understood it was dangerous. And they lynched him for it? She nods. They're frequent guests downstairs. She looks at the floor. It's tarred. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now. And how did you meet? Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter. Did you party? A little, yeah. Like you partied with the deceased? No, not as hard. Sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy boys? I have. Which one? Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously, but as I said, it's been a long winter. Damn. 630 points so far. Racking them up, Maya. Very nice. She sincerely thinks it's very cool of me. We should head back downstairs, officer. I had something else before we go. A little thing. She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth. Why would I want to do this? Don't trust her to know. Gonna save up for that Kristoff face reveal. Exactly. That's what we're all saving up for collectively. Yes, my thought is complete. They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all of this you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one. I have -1 to logic. It's the price of self-delusion. Isn't his face punch cheaper? Wait, we get to punch Kristoff in the face. Excellent. Oh, Kristoff is amazing. Push. Where does this lead to? The vigilantes, the cadaver, and he nods towards the young woman. A number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. The door is part of it. It's not unimportant. So maybe the door below is a mega investigation. I could say something, but I'm not going to because I don't gloat. Notice Foxeye didn't say no, we would never. Because of course we would. That's the part of him that I think is amazing, Maya, is that he would let us punch him in the face. I very much appreciate that aspect of his personality. Not a very strong person, am I?
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate? Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. Why did she tell us all of that? What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. You would have caught it. I would have caught it. I'm confident. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. I forgive you, Strike. Have a good sleep. Thank you for joining the stream. And Merry Christmas again. I hope your daughter enjoys her gift. I'm excited for her. It's nothing better than new sheets. She seems candid. You think so? A shadow runs across his face. Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of candor, with some facts thrown in, draws attention away from whatever one chooses to admit. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our inquiries will bring us back here soon enough. Old, he says. Please. Smooth as ice, there are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges, but the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. This window was recently replaced. Looks like it, yes. He adjusts his glasses. Interesting. Okay. Oh, she's gonna love it. She's got lots of books, some Scooby-Doos, some games like Jenga and Battleship. Hell yeah. That's amazing. She's gonna love it. I loved Battleship as a kid. I didn't own any. I didn't own the game, but I did really love it. Okay, so she's paid 4 months for this room. Cool to know. I feel like if I tell them that she isn't corroborating their story, they're gonna, like, do something bad to her.
It's you again. What is it?
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He turns back to you. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea. Yeah, to you as well, Strike. Merry Christmas. She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you. Yes, she's crazy, you know, the rat-faced man says carefully. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up. And poof, like that he was gone. Poof. Lawman, he says through clenched teeth. I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her. Something breaks in him. He takes a step closer and says, I'm going to fucking, oh no, hit you. Duck. Titus Hardy, her voice rings through the room like a warning shot. Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood? When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command. Look, Copper. The tattooed man snaps his fingers to get your attention. We know the dead fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Oh yeah, Maya? Yeah, it's very cool. I like it a lot. I'm very invested. Show it to him, T. He turns to Titus, who's still breathing heavily. What's the harm, right? Here, jerkwad. He slams an audio tape on the table. Listen to this shit, and then come back and tell me the soldier of apocalypse was an innocent man. This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to. So what's on this tape? What's on it? We call the Door Grunner Mega Mix. You'll know why once... Door Gunner Mega Mix. Shit. Ugh. Stop it. Yeah, I'm very intrigued with it, and it doesn't like hold your hand at all about like what your next moves should be. It's very good. You'd have to do some real gumshoe detective work. Now that is intriguing. You had me at Door Gunner. Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius? Damn. Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker. Damn. I mean, definitely take the tape. Why not? Let's try to go listen to it. The what now? The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince word. It wants smokes. Am I a smoker? Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Garoma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub still smoldering deliciously. But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that a carton, make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied, then smoke them all. I should enthusiastically do that. Good, they'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now, but find cigarettes, smoke them, blam! Instantly a cool renegade man, a mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. It's true. Plus smoking gives massive bonuses. Massive, you say? Okay, we want to listen to this tape for sure. Are we going to bed? Yeah, he had a boombox. That's so funny, Maya. It's hard to read, eh? Okay, gotta go to sleep. The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep. Here we are again.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No. You have to stay, always half aware of yourself.
Okay.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body.
Ouch.
Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety, but you cannot because of the pain.
Okay. That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really begun compounding the damage lately. But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning, a story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write yourself?
There's no dignity here. Only reflections of your body mass. Flashes of the day. You keep coming back to yourself in the mirror. But why? To admire all your accomplishments?
I don't know.
You're just stuck here. In the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Pretty friendly. At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves, a great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Fair.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, hey Maya. Put on your prettiest face for the masses. Open my eyes. A pretty early riser for what a mess I am. Well, gang, I think I may call it here. Because I'm sleepy. I saw him go to sleep and then I was jealous. So I'm going to follow suit. I would normally be streaming on Wednesday, but as that's Christmas, I think I'll move that to Thursday instead. And we'll pick up where we left off with this lovely game. I hope to see you all there. And Merry Christmas to everyone. And Happy New Year. Thursday is also Christmas. That's true. Is it? Yes. Oh well. That's fine. But yeah, we'll what am I doing here? We will see everybody on Thursday. That's when I will plan to stream. And yeah, if not, if I don't see you guys, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Goodbye, everybody.